Let's stand as able for our opening number, Let It Be by the Beatles. Words will be up on the screen.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. For there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. For there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
We're going to say good morning to each other, but in a minute, we're going to try something new today. I have this new thing we're going to try. It's called connection before content. So I want to do genuine connection with folks in the room before we get into the content of today. So can I get a volunteer real quick up here with me? Come on up, Marilyn. So the way this works is we're going to have a prompt, and all you do is you just engage in that conversation, and then after about a minute, we'll swap. So today's prompt is going to be, I've been thinking a lot about, and so my answer is, I've been thinking a lot about spinach, because my doctor was telling me of different types of foods that are non-acidic that would probably help some of my conditions. So I've been eating so much spinach lately, I'm feeling like Popeye. And then, so then we'd switch off to Maryland, and then I say, "What have you been thinking a lot about lately?"
Oh my, nothing I can talk about here.
All right. So, anyways, here is today's prompt. So go ahead and find somebody and tell them what you've been thinking a lot about. All right. Go ahead, and now you can just go around and hug and visit with everybody real quick. But I just wanted to try that out so we could start making connections with people. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's what Good. Good morning, everybody. This week's submission is from Marcia Wiesner, and this is the lovely Miss Coco. Let's show her and everybody online. So, yes, I will accept pet pictures in addition to your landscapes and lovely things. So, go ahead and submit what you want, and we'll include them in the Sunday slides. Mm. Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. If you're a first-time visitor, please feel free to fill out a blue info card and put it in the basket later or return to a greeter that you met on the way in. And today is Celebration Sunday. So let's take some time and acknowledge some birthdays and anniversaries. And let me take a peek at our calendar. We'll see who's got a birthday in here. So on the 12th, we have Bonnie Higgins and Lee DeFord. All right. Now, if I could get some extra help, if anybody has more birthdays and stuff, somebody can come do the mics. Okay.
It's my daughter Kelly and her husband Mark. It's their 15th wedding anniversary on the 9th of August.
A couple days ago, my late beloved had a birthday. 11 years, but she's been gone 11 years. So I'm thinking, send her my love and kiss in heaven.
Hi, I have an almost daughter that I took in, and she's going to be 62 on the 10th.
Our daughter Anna is going to be 34 on August 31st.
Okay, anyone else? All right. Let's do a thank you to all of our amazing volunteers. If you volunteer in any capacity, please raise your hands. Let's give everybody a big round of applause. I couldn't pull it off without you folks. Appreciate all that you do. And this month's calendar sponsor is Trina. Well, she's she's busy at the moment, but we'll have her come up. You want to tell us about your picture here?
Would love to. So this is a garden, Garvin Woodlands Garden near Hot Springs National Park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Beautiful. And this was the Tulip Festival. It was in April, and it was the Tulip Festival. So I recommend. I love gardens, and this was a really nice one.
And if you want to check out the picture yourself, we've got it up. We have it by the stairs if you want to look after service. Okay. Now let's look at our checking, investment, and savings, and we'll talk through this here. So let me refresh, folks. In June, the board decided to start moving money from the checking account to a savings account specifically for the new minister salary. But what we wanted to do was keep this $20,000 operating minimum. So if anything dips below that, we're not transferring money to the savings. And so we know a lot of folks have been traveling through the summer and they'll be coming back soon or whatever, but this is just where we're at right now. The checking account has dipped to a little over 16,000. And so the board's aware of it. We're keeping an eye. We're going to continue to do fundraisers. We appreciate everybody who continues to do ties and support us. But I just wanted to let you know that that's why the savings account has flatlined. When the checking is back up above 20,000, we'll continue to put money in the savings directly towards the new minister salary. So that's where we are at this point in time. Hang on, before I get to announcements, let me go back to this real quick. What I'd like to do is, I know some people probably have questions about what they've given so far for the year, etc. So as soon as I finish these July finances, I'm going to go ahead and send out just by email a statement. You can see where things are at. And if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get to our announcements now. We have Flagstaff Family Food Center coming up Monday, August 10th, 3:30 to 6 p.m. I'm looking for 8 people to come and help. We have a sign up out in the foyer. Please sign up there and let me know if you can make it. We are also rebranding. This used to be the Journal Magic Group. We're now calling it Writing Refuge, and Sue Mine is leading it. So you can join us for a safe and secure time of personal writing here at Unity of Flagstaff. And here's the information. The next one's Friday, August 21st, 11 to 12:30, and the cost is $20, and that'll be split with us, with Unity. We have scheduled our next Bunko event. The first one was really great. If you want to take a picture of this slide with your phone, go ahead. Otherwise, this will be in the next newsletter. We're going to do Bunko Friday, August 21st, and we'll start gathering at 5:30 p.m., and the game will start at 6 p.m. And so if you're interested in that, I don't have a specific sign up, but if you're interested right now, please let me know, and then we'll get a sign up going for this. Yes, it is a fundraiser. Now, the next one, and I'll invite Dawn up in just a moment to talk about this. We're going to do Celebration of Life for Bob Klein, September 5th. We are trying to figure out the best time to do that. We will have a time for you next week, but it is going to be September 5th. So let me pass off the mic to Dawn. She'll give you all the details.
I know there's been a lot of back and forth on Bob's Klein's Celebration of Life. And what's true is that we, as a Unity community, we want to do this and we want to do it right to honor Bob Klein. So I'm putting together, some of you probably know that last year when Penny left, I put together a video program. It was a lot longer than this one will be, but I need photographs that have Bob Klein in them. I have 9. That's all I have right now. And you can't really make up a slide presentation with 9 photographs. So I have a couple of songs I want to put in there. Sean just gave me some stuff that we might end up putting inside of the Celebration of Life too. And there's going to be a potluck afterwards. So like when we determine the time, because we need to find out if somebody's using the center in the morning or in the afternoon so that we can adjust it. So I would hope that you'll all join us for a wonderful celebration of Bob's life on Saturday, the 5th of September.
And then we have a special announcement from Charli. If you want to come on up.
So I just wanted to let people know that the Unity Southwest Region, I've got my Southwest Region hat on right now. The Unity Southwest Region is creating an education program that is specifically, it's threefold. It is to provide SEE classes for people who want to take classes for credit or just want to take classes. And the first one is beginning on September 15th. It's a foundations class. So it is a class on Unity basics based on lessons in truth and discover the power within. And so if you want to know more about that class, see me after the service and I can give you all the information that you want. And and so I said it was threefold. This idea of the school is threefold. So it'll be SEE classes, some classes that would be electives that just might be of interest to people. And then also we're going to be doing administration classes for board members and ministers. And so different types of administration classes that we can offer. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Are they in person or are they online? They're online. Well, they're hybrid, actually. We're trying an experiment, and they are hybrid. And so some of the people will be online, some of the people will be in person. Unity of Tucson is the one that is hosting the first class. And they have a setup in their room where they have it set up so that people who are online, they do a lot of hybrid classes. And so they have it set up so that the person online is seen in the room when they ask questions. And so there's a feeling of connection. Spiritual education and enrichment. And SEE, the spiritual education and enrichment classes are required. There are required classes before people step into the LUT program or the ministerial program. Licensed Unity Teacher. Sorry, I know, I'm sorry, my acronyms. The Licensed Unity Teacher program.
Thank you. Next, we've been talking about the next Night of Mystery event that we're going to be doing sometime in October, and we're going to pick a couple of themes, and we're going to have the voting to you guys soon. But I just want to start getting it on your radar that we're going to be starting that process soon. Lastly, if you own a local business, here's the pricing for 6 months or a year. You can advertise with us. And here are our current local business partners. Let's give them a round of applause. And here are our second group of local business partners. And now let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. We're here to support you in affirmative prayer. You can ask a prayer partner. Prayer partners, if you're in the room, please raise your hands. Prayer partners are available today after the service. You can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY for 24/7 prayer support. We have a prayer box over here by the door. It is on the little oak cabinet. You can contact the center at 928-526-8893. And when you send that in, you can do call or text, and I'll make sure that it gets to the prayer team. Now, let me welcome up Steve Huffman for opening prayer. He's on the Minister Search Committee. He's a prayer partner, volunteer, and our friend. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Sean. So if you would feel free to join me in an opening prayer. Close your eyes if it's comfortable. So let's open our minds and hearts to that inner stillness. That one life that is always inside of us, urging us forward, urging us to expand and be more of the true self that we are, more of that divine potential. So we open ourselves to today's inspiration and fellowship. So it is. So this is our time to share prayer requests or gratitudes. If anyone would like to share, it looks like Lori's got a mic and Dawn has one available.
I would like to ask for prayers for my daughter Kelly. She just found out she has what would you say, stage of diabetic. She's really bad. Anyways, she's having a lot of pain, a lot of problems, and she's getting very devastated, and she doesn't know what to do. So I'm asking for guidance for her.
Okay, Laura, so let's know that guidance and inspiration, wholeness is available right now for Kelly as she moves forward with this new condition. So it is.
Over here. I am grateful for a knee replacement that I had a little over 2 weeks ago. However, I also asking for prayers. I've had a couple of complications, and I'll probably need surgery again in a week or two. We'll see. But I'm slow to regain flexibility there, and it's been extremely frustrating. So prayers for that. Prayers for patience.
Okay, Bruce. Well, we're glad that you could make it here today, and are knowing your wholeness and strength and perfect outcome with your knee. Marilyn.
I would like some prayers for Dawn for the back pain she's been in for the last month.
Okay. So let's know wholeness and peace for Dawn, strength and moving forward with her healing. And so it is.
Okay, I'll go. I just have a big gratitude. I have a big, yesterday we had a little over a 2-hour search committee meeting, and I just want to let people know that are not here in the congregation, but maybe on Zoom, that we are working very, very hard to find our perfect minister for Unity of Flagstaff. And we've sent out a lot of emails. We've been very proactive on it. We have a person that we're looking at, and I'm very, very happy about it. I'm very excited, and I just want to let the prayer team know, and let the search committee and let the board know that we appreciate your, I mean, all of this is all volunteer. So we appreciate you spending your time to make Unity of Flagstaff a true community.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate the opportunity to be part of the search committee and the prayer team. It's an honor for me. Okay, I think that's everybody. So we collectively affirm with you and those that you pray and celebrate with that the presence of God is in all things, and it is the one power. We know with you that God, the universe, spirit, or whatever you call it, knows the details. We're grateful for the power of prayer and for the good news spoken, and we let it be, and so it is.
If you'll join me in unity principle number 5, it is not enough to understand spiritual teachings. We must live the truth we know. And the short version, live truth. Today's guest speaker is Reverend Charli Tupper. Let's give her a round of applause for coming up today. And we're going to take time to prepare for meditation. So we're going to dim the lights and we'll get Charli settled. And
So I really do just invite us all to just take a sacred breath and just let it go. Allowing ourselves to become comfortable sitting in our chairs. Again, taking in a breath with the conscious awareness that God is love. And as you let go, I am peace. God is love. I am peace. In this moment, we open our hearts and our minds in the awareness of that divine presence that is right here, right now. That divine presence that is within us, that is the very essence of our being. We allow that love and peace to fill our minds, our hearts, every cell, every atom, every space within us. We allow this love and peace to overflow, to spread out to those around us. Exchanging this love and this peace. And we send this love and peace out into the world. Feeling that love grow. The more we send it, the bigger it gets. The bigger it gets, the more that returns to us. It is in this awareness of love and peace that we recognize our oneness. There is no separation. Each of us is a part of the whole. Each of us is holy. A divine expression in form. And so again, we just take in that sacred breath and we let it go. Breathing again and letting go. Allowing our awareness to come back to this time and space. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes.
God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When life has a question, our heart knows the answer. For every closed door, we hold the key. Open your soul. There is a river flowing forever, abundant and free. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When fear tries to blind you and dark clouds surround you, love has a voice that calms every storm. Open your arms, love those around you. Here in this moment, your healing is born. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love, God is love, God is love, God is love. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love.
This is a poem by Barbara Crooker. It's called Promise. This day is an open road stretching out before you. Roll down the windows, step into your life as if it were a fast car. Even in industrial parks, trees are covered with white blossoms, festive as brides, and the air is soft as well as a well-washed shirt on your arms. The grass has turned implausibly green. Another fresh start. The blue sky stretches, shakes out its tent of light. Even dandelions glitter in the lawn, a handful of golden change. Today is a new day. What will you do with it? We've been given this gift, this glorious creation. And so what do we want to do with it? How do we be in this day? So you notice that I said, how do we be in this day? Not what are you going to do with this day? Because I don't know about you guys, but I got enough doing in my life. I could slow down on the doing. Today we're going to talk about daring to be. To be that glorious creation that we were created to be. And what does that look like? And how do we step into that? So I'm going to begin by telling you a Bible story this morning, or reading a Bible story to you. And I'm going to put a little Charli spin on it. Okay? So I'm going to metaphysically interpret the story, which means I'm not going to take the story literally. So in Unity, we often talk about how we don't take things literally in Scripture, but that we look deeper into the story to see what is it this story saying to me personally. You know, a lot of the historical stories, it's like, well, that's nice. That happened to that person over there. But that won't happen for me. And so this is a way for us to look at it and take it within and really look at how we can dive deeper into it. And the reason I say it's a little Charli spin is because anytime we do metaphysical interpretation, it's my interpretation, and it may not be yours. And that's okay. It's okay for you to get out of the story whatever it is that you want to get, that you need to get out of it. So the story is taken from John 8, and I need to give you a little background because the story actually begins in chapter 7. So Jesus has been teaching in the temple. And people have been coming and listening to him. And of course, the scribes and the Pharisees, not thrilled. Not really thrilled about this. So they send the police to arrest him. The temple police are going to send him and arrest him. And the temple police come back to the scribes and the Pharisees and they say, we don't have any reason to arrest him. He hasn't done anything. And wouldn't you, doesn't he have to do something so that he can go to trial? I mean, you can't just arrest somebody and just kind of like just arrest them. And Nicodemus says, he has done nothing wrong. Well, the scribes and the Pharisees look at Nicodemus and say, he's duped you too? I mean, come on. You search the scriptures. Nowhere does it say that there will be a prophet that comes out of Galilee. And they go home. Okay. That's the precursor to the story. So the scripture goes like this. While Jesus went to the Mount of Olives early in the morning, he came again to the temple. All the people came to him and sat down and began to teach them. The scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman who had been caught in adultery, and making her stand before all of them, they said to him, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the very act of committing adultery. Now, in the law of Moses, commanded us to stone such women. Now, what do you say?" They said this to test him so that they might have some charge to bring against him. Jesus bent down and wrote with his finger on the ground. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let anyone among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." And once again, he bent down and drew on the ground. When they heard what he had said, they went away one by one, beginning with the elders. And Jesus was left alone with the woman standing before him. Jesus straightened up and said to her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" She said, "No one, sir." And Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go your way, and from now on, do not sin again." This story begins with Jesus teaching in the temple. And people have gathered. Some of them are curious. Some of them are genuine students. Some of them really, want to learn more. But they're gathered around him. And the scribes and the Pharisees find this woman committing adultery, and they drag her to Jesus. Now, I doubt very seriously that they said, "We've caught you in the act of adultery. You need to put some clothes on because we're going to drag you to Jesus right now." She may have had a blanket wrapped around her. So they take her to Jesus, and it says that they say this, that they ask the question about stoning her in order to trick him. What if it wasn't necessarily to trick him, but because they were curious what he would say? Maybe they were just, it's like, here's this law. Here's this law that we have abided by for hundreds of years. What do you say about this? Jesus doesn't answer right away. He bends down and draws on the ground. So I thought about this bending down piece. So maybe some of you, like me, were raised in a spiritual tradition where you were taught to bow your head when you pray. You bow your head when you pray. Let us bow our heads. I thought about that, and I thought about it in context of Jesus bending over. There's an act of humility when Jesus bends over. He doesn't stand up and get in their face. He bends over. And when he bends over, he brings his head closer to his heart. He joins together both his intellect, his knowledge of the law, his knowledge of the culture, his knowledge of everything, and he joins it with his heart, where his love and compassion reside. Now, they continue to question him. So it's not like they're just sitting there waiting for him to say something. They're like after him. "Come on. Tell us what we're supposed to do here. We're all ready. We've got stones in our hands. We're ready to go." Jesus straightens up. It doesn't say he stands up. It just says he straightens up. And he looks at them and just clearly says, "You who without sin, cast the first stone at her." And it says that they went, and then he bends back over. I think this is really important. He bends back over and he starts to write in the ground again. He's not paying attention to what they're going to do. He bends over and connects again with his head and his heart. And when he straightens up, what he says to the woman is, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" It's like he's surprised. "Where'd they go? Has no one condemned you?" And she says, "No one, sir." And he says, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Okay. Now, if I were to say to you guys today, go and sin no more, you'd never make another mistake in your entire life, right? I don't know about you, but that's not going to be me. um, and so I had to really think about what is this idea of sin? And what I came up with is that it's about forgetting who we are and forgetting whose we are. So when we forget who we are, we make mistakes. We might be unkind to somebody who is unkind to us. We react. We push back. We get those stones in our hands because someone has done me wrong. Or we're the person that's been caught making a mistake. And we forget that we are a divine creation, that we are spirit in form. And yes, that means that we are human. And so having compassion on ourselves is a part of the whole idea of what it means to remember who we are. So I really think that what Jesus was saying to the woman wasn't go off and don't ever make a mistake again, because how unrealistic is that? But saying to her, remember who you are. You are a beloved, glorious, divine expression. Step into that. Be that. And what does it look like to be that? Each of us, no matter how many mistakes we make, each of us is loved beyond measure. No matter how many mistakes we make, no matter what it looks like, we are loved, we are cared for, we are nurtured, and we are that divine expression. We do more good than mistakes that we make. And I'm really stepping out here because I believe this to be true, as true can be. We do more good than mistakes that we make. But what is it that we focus on? I screwed up again. And so being able to focus on what is it, to be able to let go of the mistakes that we've made and allow ourselves to really step into the glory of who we are, a remembrance of that glory. Because as we remember that, we go out, and it's really hard to remember that you are love and expression and be mean to somebody. I mean, you have to really think about it and really make a conscious choice. I'm going to be mean to this person. And so when we remember who we are, then we can step out and be that in the world. We heard a song earlier. This is my newest favorite song. I say newest favorite song because I always have a new favorite song. And it's called God is Love by Michael Gott, Reverend Michael Gott, who is the Unity Minister in Houston, Texas, and amazing musician. But the chorus of the song I really love. It says, God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathing the glory. Hear the hope. See the grace. Feel the touch. God is love. And I really believe that to be the truth of all of us, is that we are this expression, that God is moving within us as love, that God is present within us as peace, and that God is always right here, no matter where we are, no matter what we're going through. And we can call on that presence of love to sustain us in those times when we forget. So I want to, so you were given a piece of paper, and so in metaphysical interpretation, so everybody in the room was given a piece of paper for those of you who are online. And so if you could grab a piece of paper maybe next to you and a pen, that would be great. So you were all given a piece of paper, and so taking that piece of paper, we're going to look at this story from there's three main characters in the story. There's Jesus, there's the Pharisees, and there's the woman. Well, actually, there's four because there's the crowd. Now, as in dreams, in metaphysical interpretation, the characters of the story reflect a part of us. And so as you think about this story from a metaphysical standpoint, I want you to think about what it is either that you want to release or that you want to take on, that you want to own. Or it can be, I want to release this and I want to own this. But we're going to take a moment and we're going to write down what it is. In a moment, we're going to take some time and we're going to write down what it is that we want to release and what we want to own. And then I'm going to invite you, whenever you're done writing, you can come up and drop your piece of paper in the magic solution, and it will dissolve. And so you can watch it dissolve. And so if it's what you want to take on, it's that you're giving it back to God as your gift. And if it's something you want to release, then you let it go. This is it. I don't have to hang on to this story anymore. I don't have to hold this rock any longer. I don't have to feel the shame of a mistake that I made any longer. I can let it go. And I can step fully and freely into the divine expression that I am. So just take a couple of minutes and write whatever it is that you want to write in the silence. I just looked up and saw the screen, and it says, Dare to be different. So I'm going to close by sharing a little story with you. When I was probably about 8 years old, I went to my mother and asked my mother, so how do we know who has it right? You know, who has it right? So, I mean, we're Protestants, because I was raised Protestant, so we're Protestants. And then, but then there's Catholics, and I only knew about Protestants and Catholics at that time. So it was like, and then there's Catholics. I said, but then there's people who were born in other countries, and they have other religions. And when I go to Sunday school, we sing about how God loves all the little children, red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. And then on the other hand, I'm told you're supposed to believe a certain way. And I don't know what's right, Mom? You know, because Mom's supposed to know, right? When you're 8 years old, Mom's supposed to know. And I truly believe that Spirit spoke through my mom to me in that moment. Because my mom looked at me and she said, no one has the whole truth. Everyone has a piece of it. And it is together that we create that wholeness. And I have held on to that all of my life. It's together we create. So our individuality and our power to be is really the gift that we bring to this world. And so this week I invite you to live wholly and holy as you. God bless.
I felt this next song would be an appropriate follow-up to today's message, so hope you enjoy. Can't ever go wrong with Elvis. Let's prepare for our celebration of abundance. Marilyn will join me up here. She's today's board basket blesser.
If you would join me in our board consciousness, the first one is for abundance.
We are an abundant and thriving community.
Thank you. And now for the second one for our new minister.
We are attracting the perfect new minister for Unity of Flagstaff, who leads and inspires us into our next phase of spiritual growth and service.
Thank you. Bless the basket. Oh, bless the basket. Aren't you glad I don't know anything when I get up here? It's so much more fun. We release our limitation and give from abundance. Thank you, Spirit.
Go forth. I'm here to remind you about ways to give. You can do cash or check. We have fee-free giving through Zelle. For those of you online, let me get the slide up for you. You can give towards our investment account. You can also send in gifts to our P.O. Box, P.O. Box 1740, Flagstaff, Arizona, 86002. All right, come on up with me. Let's all affirm together. Thank you for this bounty. Thank you for this community. Thank you for the good we do and will do. We are joy-filled, and so it is. Please stand as able for our closing. We're going to reprise the first half of Let It Be.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Everyone will join me in the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. Claim the light. The love of God enfolds us. Claim the love. The power of God protects us. Claim the power. The presence of God watches over us. Claim the presence. Wherever we are, God is and all is well. Create an amazing week, everybody. Thank you.